Hello, everybody. MPC here. Now, if you're one of those hardy players who thinks that he's going to play a more realistic game and you've chosen not to have the compass or the time displayed, there is a way that you can approximate these things. Direction you can get quite accurately, and time you can approximate. As you can see from the time, it's 20 minutes past 6 in the morning, which means that's just past sunrise. And since the sun rises in the east and all the blocks in the game orient so that the sides are north, south, east, and west, you can tell by just simply putting a block down anywhere, and it could be just a basic block. But as you can see here, the sun is shining on this side of the blocks. This side is in shadow. So if it's sunrise, or pretty close to it, this is going to be the east side. And if you stand there on your block, if you stand at the block and you look at it, you know that this is east, and of course opposite of east is west. And if east is on your right hand side, then north is in front of you and south is behind you. So right there you've got your four cardinal directions: north, east, south, and west. Now, another thing that you could do to at least approximate the time is to find any vertical structure, like that light post over there, or these posts that are holding up this sign. Or you can go in your menu and choose a building block. This is just a pole, and you can erect a pole either on top of your first block or just put it out on the ground somewhere. Let's see here. See, there's a pole. Just a plain pole. And you can see that the shadow it casts is going from the pole to the left, which means since it's sunrise, that gives you an approximate time based on the length of the shadow cast by the pole right there. So if I put that one down, it's interesting, it made blood. You can see the shadow is going this way. Well, since 7 Days to Die is in Arizona, the sun will never be directly overhead. In the middle of summer, it will still be slightly south of east, so the shadow doesn't go directly to the west. It goes a little bit to the northwest. Now, to give you an idea of how the time progresses through the day, I'll go over here into this menu, which I think you have to have the debug mode enabled. But I'm only doing this to show what happens to the shadow here as the time here progresses through the day. See, it's getting shorter, and it's also moving more towards the north. That's 12:35, and that's almost pointing due north. So noon, high noon, at least local noon, is going to be somewhere between 12 and 1 o'clock. So there's 1:30, and it's just past and starting to come around to the other side. At 12:30, it's a little bit going off to the west. At 1:30, it's going a little bit off to the east. And as the time progresses, you can see the shadow continues to lengthen and move more towards the east, which means the sun is setting. Now, this is 8:30, and the sun, if you're playing a normal 24-hour day with 8 hours a night and 16 hours a day, sunset's going to be around 8 o'clock. Sunrise will be around 4 o'clock. So what happens if I add another hour here? We still got some daylight, but we jump to 22:34, and the sun is gone. So somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock, the sun is down all the way. You can see the shadow is quite long. So by estimating the length of the shadow, you can estimate the time during the day. I find it kind of a little bit humorous that people think they're going to be hardcore and play without the compass and without knowing the time, but you can still craft a clock. And you could carry it around with you and just place it anywhere on a vertical surface, I guess. You might even be able to place it down on the ground at any time. Find out what the time is and then pick it up again. Of course, that takes up an inventory slot, and it means you got to carry the thing around with you all the time. Not necessarily a good idea or super convenient. Although I don't think it weighs very much. Anyway, that's just a little quickie idea on how you can easily determine north, east, south, and west, and the time of day. That's it for now. Bye.